Hello and welcome back to the Right Within podcast. I'm your host, Michaela the Conscious Queen. And in today's podcast, today we're going to be talking about healthy relationships and why they're so important to have good people in your life, good people surrounding you. So, I want to start off by saying this quote that I always heard about relationships, right? Birds of a feather flock together, right? So, who you are is essentially who you spend time with, right? So, if you want a healthy life and you want to be good and do the right thing and live a good life, it's important that you have those relationships around you as well. You have good people and healthy people around you as well. So, I first want to start by saying that in a healthy relationship, the only thing that you need to focus on is how to be healthy within yourself, okay? The relationship that you have with yourself is the most important relationship ever. Okay, so you have to be your best friend. Be your own best friend. Okay, look out for yourself. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Just do if you were doing it to someone else, friend, family member, somebody else in your life, right? Being kind and loving to them, you first have to do it for yourself, because people in your life are merely just a reflection of you, right? So if you want to see the good in other people and you want to experience the good in your relationships, you first have to experience the good within yourself. Okay, so that means self-love, and I did a podcast on self-love. Is episode 2. You can check that out. And that'll really help you have a good relationship with you. And actually, when you do that, it makes relationships way easier. When you love yourself and you have your boundaries and you know what you want, you know what you deserve, you know what you're worthy of, then the healthy relationships will be easy for you to have, right? Getting along with people in your life, it'll be easy because you get along with yourself. So that's my first point I just wanted to say, is that in order to have really any good relationship, romantic, platonic, family, at work, you really have to, or at school, like whatever, you really have to have that rapport with yourself. Have that good relationship with yourself first, okay? So now I'm going to talk about ways that you can affirm for healthy relationships. So I feel like affirmations are so powerful because you're speaking into existence what you would like to have in your life. So let's say, for example, maybe you don't have good relationships in your life, or you would like to see the relationships in your life get better, right? So what you would say is, you know what, I am so grateful and happy that I have such wonderful people in my life. Like, I am so thankful and I'm so blessed to have awesome friends, or to have an awesome partner, or to have an awesome family, or to have awesome coworkers, like, or people at school, like whatever. Like, you kind of have this healthy self-talk, right, about the relationships that you have in your life. So when you speak positively, right, when you speak about having healthy relationships and feeling good when you're with these people, when you're around the people in your life, that ultimately makes the good relationship, right? So I'm going to go into a couple of green flags for healthy relationships. What are good signs of a healthy relationship in your life? And then this could be in any area, like, platonic, romantic, friend, whatever. So The first green flag is a person who, when you're around them, they have good energy, right? When you're around them, you feel good. You feel good about them. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in general. The conversation is great. You're laughing. You have like such good energy going. You feel very safe around them. You feel like you can open up to them, and they won't judge you, right? They won't criticize you or make you feel bad or anything like that. And ultimately, just basically when you are around the person, does the energy feel good, or do you feel like drained, right? So that's the biggest green flag. Do you feel good when you are around that person? If that's a yes, you have a healthy relationship, okay? So the second green flag is when you are succeeding in life, okay? When you have a goal or you just accomplished something, maybe you graduated or you got a promotion or you're starting a business or like whatever, you're like leveling up in some sort of way, or you did level up, right? Are they happy for you, right? You really want people in your life, anybody in your life, to be happy for you, okay? Especially when you work hard at something and you you have a goal, you have a dream that you went after, and that person is happy for you. They say, like, wow, congratulations, that's so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Like, I knew you could do it. I believed in you. I knew you could do it. Like, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Things like that. That's the type of energy that you want around you, because that is a signal that there is no jealousy, okay? Like somebody who, because every time we accomplish something in our life, that is, a good thing for us. And let's say that like you see somebody in your life that has something, and that's something that you want, and you congratulate them and you say, you know what, that's good for them. Like, I'm happy that they have that thing. You're actually, kind of like really being grateful and really being like good, right? And that invites more good. So a green flag is when you're happy for your friends, or the people in your life are happy for you, because that means that they're not jealous. That means that they genuinely want to see you win, right? They genuinely want to see you succeed. So that's a green flag, okay? And number 3, a green flag is the opposite. When you're not doing well, what did they say, right? So like, let's say that you lost your job, or you wrecked your car, or like something bad happened, right? Like, what do they say? Are they like, oh man, you know what, that's crazy, but this is just like a little bump in the road. Like, you're gonna bounce back, you're gonna come back from it. Don't worry. Like, this is nothing, man. Like, you're gonna do great. You know what I'm saying? Do they talk like that? Or do they make you feel even worse? Right? Like, you don't want to be around those types of people. The people that when you're going through something, they don't even encourage you, right? You want to be around somebody who will encourage you when things aren't going well. Because guess what? Like, they will go well eventually, right? Things do turn around. So you really want those people in your life, your partner, friend, you colleague, you like whoever, whatever relationship in your life. You want that person to be able to be like, hey, you know what? If you're down now, don't worry, because the table's about to turn. Okay, don't worry, because you will succeed and everything is gonna be fine, okay? Right? You don't want somebody who's gonna make you feel even worse, right? You want the green flag in the healthy relationship is somebody who is going to uplift you, right, and encourage you. So another green flag is when you are in need, right? When you need help with something, because no man is an island, right? We all at some point in our life needed help with something. So can you like call them up and can you like ask them for help? Can they help you? Right? That's a really good sign of a healthy relationship, that person can show up for you. That person can support you and be there for you, right? And help you. Or just give you good advice. Like, for example, if you are trying to do something, trying to like go after a goal or a dream or something like that, and the person has been doing that for a long time, can they be like, you know what, yeah, like, hey, I'm gonna take you under my wing and I'm gonna show you the ropes. You know what I'm saying? That is a good relationship. That is somebody who believes in you, who sees how awesome you are, and who wants to help you, right? And who wants to show you how to succeed and how to win. So that's another sign of a healthy relationship. The person gives you good advice, or they help you, or they show up for you, or both. Okay. So yeah. Another sign is, this is so important because, I think it's like the fakest thing ever when somebody like smiles in your face and they're all laughing and kikiing with you, but like behind your back they're like talking major shit about you. Like, this is actually really toxic. So like a healthy relationship is somebody who speaks good when you're not around, right? So like, what do they say about you when you're not around? I mean, you're not in the room, so you don't know what's being said about you. But like I said, everything is energy, right? We can feel energy, right? So that person, your friend or your partner, or your family or whatever, when you're not around, how do they speak about you? Right? Do they say, oh, wow, like, this person is a really good person. They have good characteristics. They're funny. They're sweet. They're good. Whatever. That's really important, because that is like giving other people, right, like a sign that the person that you're in the healthy relationship with, that's a sign that they respect you. Because anybody who doesn't respect you, anybody who doesn't want to see you do well, they're gonna bash you to other people, and that's not a healthy dynamic. Okay, you want somebody who, when you're not even in the room, is gonna speak positively about you, and it's gonna like be like, yeah, like I think this person's great. Like, you gotta get to know them, or I know how wonderful this person is, right? Like, it just shows a sign of respect. It shows that, they're not fake, right? It shows that they genuinely like you, and they genuinely are healthy for you. Okay? So this is the last sign, and I feel like this is a very important green flag in a healthy relationship. Is it reciprocal? All right, because there's so many people in relationship dynamics. Okay, this could be with family or friends, or relationship, whatever, like, where either the person is taking too much and not giving anything, or like the person is receiving too much and not giving anything. Wait, I think I just said the same thing 2 times. Yeah, reverse it. The person is like, wait, no, I think I said 2 different things. Yeah, hold on. Wait. Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so basically it's imbalance. That's just what I'm trying to say. Like, somebody's giving too much, somebody's taking too much, right? There's no balance in the relationship. In a healthy relationship, both people are able to give and receive from each other. Okay, so in this example, let's say you have a relationship, like a partner, and all they do is take from you. Like they never give you anything. They never treat you a sort of way, or the opposite, they give you everything or you give them nothing, right? That's a sign that something is off. You really want to be able to be reciprocal, right? So if somebody gives you something, you can give them something in return. If somebody is receiving something in the relationship, you can receive something too. Like, I guess a good example of this would be like birthday presents, okay? This is just an example of like, giving and receiving. Like in a healthy relationship, when it's that person's birthday, you give them a nice gift, right? Because you want to see them happy and you want to see them, on their special day and give them that joy. And on your birthday, they give you a gift too. Right? And they give you that joy and they want to see you happy. So that's what I mean when it comes to reciprocal energy. You want to have a balance, right? Where in a healthy relationship, there is giving and receiving from both people. Okay? You're giving and receiving, and that person is giving and receiving. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So, just to wrap up today's episode, I'm just gonna touch on toxic relationships and how you can move away from them, or how you can transform a toxic relationship. So the first way is to state your boundaries always and first and foremost, right? Once you learn how to be your own best friend, once you learn what you really appreciate, what you really love, and how you want to be treated, state your boundaries, okay? Say to whoever it is, hey, this is how I feel, and I would like to be treated like this. Or you just simply say like, I can't do that or whatever. But just always be honest and clear about where you stand and your boundaries, okay? And if the person says no, like if they don't respect your boundaries, then you simply just walk away, okay? You block them. You don't have any more contact with them. You distance yourself from them, okay? Because your peace is what is most important, okay? You deserve to have peace in your life. And if it's a toxic relationship and that person is not respecting your peace, you don't have to be around them, okay? You don't have to deal with that. You can walk away, you can find peace, and you can find healthy relationships, okay? So and then the other instance, if you state your boundary and the person says like, yes, like, okay, like I can work with that, that's a good sign. That's a sign that they're willing to change. Like, I'll give an example of my own life. At some point, I had a really weird relationship with my mom. We weren't getting along well. Like, we weren't on good terms. And I have been able to transform that because, number one, I started being nicer to myself, right? At the time, I wasn't really nice to myself. So, I wasn't really nice to her, right? So I started being nicer to myself. I started, changing. And honestly, now me and my mom have the best relationship ever, right? Like, me and my mom get along and we're like very close, very awesome. I love my mom. So, if you state your boundaries in a relationship and the person agrees, that's a good sign. And then from there, I would say work on forgiveness, okay? Forgive, if that person hurt you, forgive them. If you hurt that person, forgive yourself, okay? Because, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes, right? But you have to forgive and you have to move on and let it go, right? And then you also want to hold that person accountable. So if that person was doing something toxic, right, in your life, in that relationship, you want to hold them accountable. You want to say, you know what? Yeah, like, I know how it was in the past, but I don't do that anymore. Like, we don't do this anymore. We're healthy now. Okay? And you just kind of have to, like, hold them accountable. Like, if you see them slipping up and you're like, oh, okay. And then, they can change too. If you could change, they could change too, right? Because it is possible. In some In some cases, people are able to go from like very bad, very like unhappy relationships to being very happy and being very content with each other. Okay, so that's with anybody in your life. And also, basically, like, the people in our life is just like another person, like another you, basically. So treat other people how you would like to be treated. If you want love, you want respect, you want peace, compassion, you want support, like, treat that person how you would want to be treated, right? And receive that energy too. Like, receive the love, receive the respect, the compassion, the peace, right? It's important to have a support system around you. It's important to have others in your life that can encourage you, because sometimes things don't go the way we want them to go, and we need people in our life that is going to believe in us, believe in how we can succeed, how we can win, and overall just kind of push you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. I feel like that's a really good sign of a healthy relationship, where that relationship really pushes you and really like motivates you to be better, right? Like, there are some people that you meet and you sit down with them, and you're just like, damn, like, this person's so awesome, like, they make me want to be better. Those are very good relationships to have in your life. That's a sign of a very healthy relationship. All right, so that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast. Next week's episode is going to be about mastering your emotions. Okay, we're going to have a special guest on the show, one of my favorite people. And I will see you next week. Stay right within.